Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. What do I have for you guys this morning? Well, the shorts want me to shut my mouth. And every time I do a video, I'm pretty sure they're like, this guy is at it again. God darn it. Yep, you're not going to stop me. You're just going to give me more conviction. The more they come out with anti-China rhetoric, the more they come out with racism towards China, and the more they try to short this company is the more conviction they actually give to me. Let me say this again. A lot of people say to me, Mitch, how come your average is $3.53 on the Charles Schwab network, which was TD Ameritrade? They got bought over by Charles Schwab. They used to say that to me, I wish my share price was as low as yours. Well, it's low like that because, and a lot of people were like, I wish you'd go back to that point and I can buy more. And here you're getting the chance. But most people who say that, they don't really mean it. Because when the share price starts falling back, they panic and they poop in their pants. They run to the hills. They're like, oh my God, I don't know. I'm scared. What's going on? You're scared because you're not doing your research and due diligence. So you will never make money in the stock market. Never. Now, let me say this again. The last time it fell to under $3, I kept buying the dips. No one is shaking a lion. No one. And this is the way you have to think. I showed a little clip of Warren Buffett not long ago where he was talking about that. How you choose stocks and how most people do the opposite of what you're supposed to do. As the stock price falls and you believe in the company and doing all the right things, you're supposed to buy. And again, most people do the opposite. And a lot of people come to my channel and saying, where do I see them? When do I see them reaching double digits? When do I see them at $70? And I say to them, I try to be nice. I look at what the company is doing, not the share price. What do I mean by that? If I see that the company is still putting things in place to become a behemoth and to dominate the landscape, my God, I would be a fool to not buy more shares. My mom would come out the grave and smack me in the mouth for being stupid for not buying more shares. Because I said it before, it's like going to Macy's and you get that beautiful Kenneth Cole or Armani shirt that was selling for $150 and you see it for $20 clearance sale because it was a summer shirt and you get excited. That's how you're supposed to get excited at these times. When people are panicking, you're supposed to rejoice and say, my God, I'm finally getting it in the $5 range. And if it goes in the $4 range, I'll buy a little more again and a little more again and a little more again every payday. And that's how you get rich in the stock market, my dear friends. I was telling my business partner, this is my last chance to become wealthy. And I am not letting no one shake me. No Bloomberg, no Yahoo Finance, no MSNBC. None of them can shake me. Because I'm doing what their friends are doing. Their friends are buying while they lie viciously and tell you, oh, you know, this company... And they don't tell you that this company is selling cars, more EVs year over year. They're not telling you that right now they're making record profits on the battery swapping stations, and that's how they were able to pay off their convertible notes. There's a lot of things they're not telling you. They're not telling you that possibly, as the stock price falls low enough, the company is going to buy back a lot of shares, or one of them Abu Dhabi boys are going to come and buy up millions and millions of shares, and the short squeeze begins. So listen to this, guys. I also told you all that the rhetoric is starting to change. They're pulling the rug out from under Elon Musk now. They knew it was a failed business model, but they pump it up and have you buy high while they get to sell high. Now, they beat NIO stock down and they're pumping up some other Chinese EV companies that they know is not sustainable. I'm not going to call no names. You will see what I'm talking about as time go by. They will only survive if they adopt battery as a service or that model. It's the only winning model, business model when it comes to EVs. Now listen to this. Oh, and let me say this, guys. I work in a school as one of my jobs. This is just a little fun thing. And this evening, I'm talking to one of the security guards. And I'm telling him about NIO and stuff. And one of the kids in the school heard me and he said, "Mister, do you have a YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yeah, how do you know?" He says, "I see you all the time." This was my dream, to help wake people up, the middle class especially, to start investing to elevate themselves in society. So hopefully whatever I'm saying starts programming this child for when he finishes high school and perhaps college, starts investing and become a multi-millionaire. So that made me felt really good. And listen to this now. I told you guys the sentiment is changing. And this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And most of my subscribers know this. They keep putting comments and I reply to them. Man, I can't believe the share price. I'm getting a chance to keep buying every payday. I bought 10 more shares today, by the way, guys. So NIO was trading at $5.71. It was up 9 cents. The 52-week low was $5.43, and the 52-week high was $16.18. On SoFi, I now have $639 shares. Sorry, I bought another 10 yesterday. And on Charles Schwab, I hold 2,260 shares at $3.53. Listen to what they just said on Investor Place. What, Mitch? Did you say Investor Place? Yes, the same Investor Place that was bashing NIO. Now here's what they're continuously saying. And I told you guys, this is the way the game is played. They bash it, they pull it down. You sell, they buy, then they prop it back up. You buy while they're selling again. NIO rose on strong January deliveries. The EV maker is pushing ahead with its export drive. The flood, listen to the words that they're using. I love how they phrase these words. The flood of Chinese EVs is just starting to build. Can you imagine what they're saying? Let me say that again. The flood of Chinese EVs is just starting to build. Elon Musk project. NIO, the Chinese electric EV company that has become a barometer. Oh my God. The Chinese electric EV company that has become a barometer for EVs, and China's economy in general is rising again. So what is a barometer? It's a gauge. So what they're saying is as EVs is rising, they're trying to say, well, the Chinese economy is rising again. But I told you guys, whether the Chinese economy rise or fall, I hope you guys remember I said this, certain companies will do well. Just like here in America when we had the pandemic. Certain companies flourished during the pandemic, and tech companies will always flourish no matter what the economic situation is, because technology helps innovation. For a classic example, Palantir. I don't own shares in this company, but they don't just make stuff for the military, right? They go to companies and show these companies how they can use their software to make the company more efficient, cut the wait time down on their client, etc., etc. But anyway, that's just an example I'm giving you guys. They say it's a barometer for EVs, and China's economy in general is rising again. Recent concerns about China's economy have caused NIO stock to suffer. So remember we were talking about that? When NIO came out and posted record numbers in December, huge numbers, at the same convenient time they said China's economy is slowing down. But what they didn't tell you, and I said it on my channel, is Xi Jinping, the chairman of China, said that what they're getting ready to implement this year is going to spark a 5% growth in the economy. But they don't tell you that. They just tell you that the Chinese economy slowed down last year, blah, 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 it's always so bad, oh my God. And they make it so that they're pooping in their pants and you sell. So listen to this. But delivering news is boosting the stock this morning. So yesterday morning, the stock was boosted because of delivery, showing that we delivered more cars in January than the January of last year. And they pretend to forget that as the weeks go by. They don't mention that we keep delivering more cars year over year. Anyway, And again, let me say this. We're delivering more cars than XPeng, and we're selling high-end. One of our EVs is two of XPeng EVs in value, right? What do you all think will happen when we're selling 50,000 sub-brands a month, along with 20,000 plus in our high-end segment? And then when we release the other sub-brand for Europe this year, that's two sub-brands, which will be like a little, Mini Cooper. And that's probably selling, let's use a low end, 20,000. Can you imagine the money we're going to make this year? This is why I'm saying this is the year of Neo Lions. Anyway, shares rose 3% overnight after the company's reported delivery 10,055 vehicles in January, up 18% from year ago for that month. They top XPeng, which only delivered 8,250. But like I said, XPeng had to shut down the factory for 20 days for the multi-purpose vehicle. Let's be honest about that. Nevertheless, we still outdid them in December. And again, even if they sell the same amount as us in terms of the same amount of EVs, we're still selling more than them because of our share price. Not share price, sorry, EV price. The market leaders remain BYD. American and European automakers are still awaiting Chinese EV imports, with NIO being the tip of the spear. Let me say that again. American and European automakers are still awaiting Chinese EV imports, with NIO being the tip of the spear, the lion. You see how their rhetoric is changing now? They pretend they didn't know this a month ago. Now they know this. Okay. CEO William Li has been loudly condemning American protectionism, which could lead to a broader trade war. NIO needs to succeed in EV exports because it has already invested heavily in them. Its battery swap technology costs a lot of money to set up. The company still has just 30 centers for it across Europe. So we're still growing, right? But now they are recognizing that battery swapping is a proven success. When up till just not long ago, that's cash burn. They're wasting money. They should just stick to building cheap plastic EVs like the rest of them. I'm not going to call no names like Tesla. Excuse me, I had to sneeze, guys. So, KPMG expects Chinese brands to capture 15% of Europe's EV market by the end of this year. Are you all listening? Are some of you still pooping in your pants and coming to say, Mitch, I fear? Have no fear. Fear nothing but fear itself, man. We're about to make bread. So, if he releases a surprise list, American automakers, meanwhile, are seeing encouragement in Li's growth. But that's a hybrid. General Motors is also moving to hybrids because most Americans don't want EVs because they have no battery swapping system here for it. And they're realizing now, most Americans are waking up and realizing that my Tesla will be worthless. I don't care what you all say, Mitch, you bashing Tesla. I'm not bashing Tesla. I'm telling you my opinion and what I believe and what is reality. After 8 years, your Tesla is worthless. Your Model S that you paid, I don't know, 80 grand, whatever they pay for it, is done. However, your NIO retains its value. You sell it over and that person prescribed the battery as a service and it retains at least 70% of the value. Okay. NIO investors are suffering for its exuberance. The stock is down 30% just this year, thanks to worries about China's economy that they propagated. Shares are down 53% over the last year and peaked at nearly $15 each last August. The industry is still bracing for a flood of Chinese EV exports this year. That wave will only grow in 2025. Are you all listening? Listen up. That wave will only grow in 2025 as NIO and other brands start selling EVs that cost just $25,000. Now, What do you all think will happen when we release that $25,000, $26,000 SUV? People subscribe for battery as a service, get a couple grand off of the price. The Chinese government, we the only ones with a couple other companies that are using battery swapping as well, will get that other additional subsidy from the government, and we bring our SUV price, that sub-brand down, excuse me guys, to maybe 21 or less, maybe 19. What do you all think will happen, man? What do you all think will happen? See, you're getting a chance to possibly become rich in life. And if you lose this opportunity, just like most people, I will say this, it's probably because of your karma. It is probably because God is not ready to bless you with this money, because you haven't done enough good things in your life to create that good karma and that good energy. So, start creating good karma. That way, you will have no fear, and you will be like me, that stand firm. On some of my comments, I always put, God is with us. Why are you afraid? Fear no evil. I hope you guys found this video to be informational and inspirational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up so that we continue to spread awareness to this channel and to Neo. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so. Because in this channel, we have that warrior mindset, like 50 said. We get rich or we die trying, guys.